Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do a art flip for you. I think it's been a while since we've had an art flip up on Comic Art Live, and I know it's been a while since I've done one. So what I'm gonna focus on today is all the art that wouldn't fit in a 13 by 19 portfolio, so it's all of my large art. So I have my double page splashes, wraparound covers, etc. I even have a few pieces of art that wouldn't even fit into this larger 17 by 22. I kept the overhead lights off in this room so that you wouldn't get any glare. So let's see how it comes through. So let's just get started. So the first piece is Marvel Comics Presents number 151 wraparound cover by Steve Lytle. I want to thank Nick Barucci for allowing me to grab this from him. So, beautiful piece with Typhoid Mary in her various forms, Wolverine, Daredevil, Vengeance, and Steel Rain. This piece is X-Men vs. Brood wraparound cover number 1. It was a 2-issue miniseries, and this is done by Brian Hitch and Paul Neary. And here is X-Men vs. Brood number 2, the second issue of that miniseries. This one's done by Carlos Pacheco, and Paul Neary inked it. Here's the wraparound cover for Rise of Apocalypse number 3 by Adam Polina and Scott Koblish. Love that Egyptian theme, and we hope to see that story carry out in X-Men 97 Season 2. Here is Inhumans Alpha Flight Annual 1998 by Tom Rainey and Hilary Barta. Wraparound cover. Let me do a rotation. Right here is Cable number 20 by Ian Churchill and Hilary Barta. It's one of my favorite pages. It's a vertical double page splash, which is about the entire mutant roster on there. And the dialogue's pretty poignant. It's Professor X basically saying goodbye to the X-Men before the M'Kraan crystal destroys the world and the Age of Apocalypse begins. So this is the last page before the Age of Apocalypse chronologically. Here we have a vertical double page splash from Ballistic Wolverine number 1 by Joe Benitez and Aaron Soward, S-O-W-D. Let's rotate again. We have a pair of pages from the Kubert brothers. First, from Adam, we have X-Men Onslaught double page splash by Adam Kubert and Dan Green. And then we have a double page splash from X-Men number 50 by Andy Kubert and Cam Smith. Here we have a gorgeous Fantastic Four double page splash from Fantastic Four number 375 by Paul Ryan and Dan, and I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to try it, Bulalandi? I don't know. He's a great inker though. It's a gorgeous page. Take. Here's probably one of my favorite pages in my collection. This is the Excalibur Special Final Page Splash by Alan Davis and Paul Neary. This is the first time Excalibur officially becomes a team and starts their adventures for the decades that follow. So, wonderful page, and I really, really appreciate the collector that I got it from for letting me take care of it. Here we have a page from Ghost Rider number 6 by Javier Saltares and Mark Texera. This is from that wonderful early 90s Ghost Rider series. I just love Ghost Rider on the bike on that bottom panel. Here we have a page from X Factor Special Prisoner of Love by Butch Geis. Here we have a page from Gambit miniseries number 4 by Lee Weeks and Klaus Janson. This one hasn't been posted yet, but this is a gorgeous, huge watercolor painting by Tony Moy of Psylocke, and it's from an upcoming Marvel project that I can't really disclose right now. But Tony did such a fabulous job on this painting. Really, really impressed. And if you don't know Tony Moy, he's one of the nicest guys in the business. Here's a couple fun ones. This is both by Tim Levins. This is from the X-Men 97 promotional art. And this is Gambit. and this is Storm. During Heroes, I actually had the voice actor sign the Storm one, and I'll probably get the Gambit one in the future. Let me do another switch. Of course, I'm going to have Chew art. So the first one is from the Comics in Ukraine Chew story. This is Poyo versus the Russians. These versus pages are fantastic, and there's one collector I was able to buy that bought all of them, but he stopped collecting, and so I was able to pick up the very last one that Rob did for the Comics of Ukraine. If you know Chew, you know the Poyo versus pages. And here's another page from Chew. This is Chew number 34. This is where the collector and Tony Chew face off. And both these are drawn and inked by Rob Gilroy. This one's a fun one. My son's really into Sonic the Hedgehog right now. I was looking at Sonic art, but I was able to pick up a really cool piece. So this is from Sonic number 1. There was a number 0, but from the mini-series before the 270 issue Archie run. And this is the center pinup spread. Featuring all the characters. So very, very early Sonic art with just about every character up into the time. So pretty happy to have one, and it's going to go up on my son's wall soon. So let me shift over to the art that was too big to put in the portfolio. First one, man. Guardians of the Galaxy number 19 wraparound cover by Art Adams. Just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's Art Adams, right? So everyone knows the work and the detail and everything that he puts into it. What's nice about the Guardians of the Galaxy run, it was the last main cover continuous run that Art Adams did. But, you know, for Marvel, everything he's done after that, you know, it's been variant covers but he did a majority of this Guardians of the Galaxy run's main covers, and this was the number 19. And has the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thanos, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. This is Age of Reptiles number 2 by Richard Delgado. If you're not familiar with Age of Reptiles, it is an award-winning book. The art is absolutely fantastic, and the entire story is told with no dialogue. So I definitely check it out from a visual masterpiece perspective. I won't linger too long on this one, Bill, but this is published Budroot Cave Woman from Bud's Beasts and Beauties number 2 with Miriam and the Son of Kong. This is one of Budroot's largest paintings he's ever done. The detail and the coloring are just fantastic. So happy to have it. Probably not going to put it up in the son's room or anything, but just a gorgeous painting. Here we have the promo art for the Gambit miniseries by Lee Weeks. This was actually done in 1990, so a few years before that series ever came out, and it was later used as a trade paperback cover. So it has Rogue, Belladonna, and Gambit, plus a bunch of villains, and of course the Eiffel Tower for imagery, but just a gorgeous piece of art by Lee Weeks. I have a few pieces framed. Most of my art I took off the frames because I'm in Oklahoma, and I replaced the actual original art with copies because I got tired of taking them off the walls during tornado drills or tornado warnings. So, but I have a couple pieces of original art still left in the frame, including this one, which was a board game published in Wizard Magazine by Duncan Reshlow. Just fun, a lot of little inside jokes. If you check it out on my CAF, you can read all the game tiles, but it's really cool. So the last piece is pretty special, and it's massive. So that is the cover by an artist named Marquise Singh for Phoenix Resurrection, The Return of Jean Grey number 4. It's absolutely massive, and it's gorgeous. And let me see if I can capture, you know, just all the detail of the feathers that went in there. So, you know, very, very happy to have this piece. Markesh does a lot of his art digitally. He got a new set of pens and pins for this one, and wanted to try tackling something pretty epic untraditionally. So that is my flip and my art tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bill, it's all on you, sir. Take it away.